Good morning, true crime friends. Guess who's back together? Me and coffee. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. So look, I had my echo stress cardio whatever yesterday, and I couldn't have any caffeine for 24 hours, and it was painful. But this morning, me and coffee are back together. I love her. I probably love her too much. I probably am having an inappropriate relationship with coffee, but that is just fine. That could also explain why I don't sleep as much as I possibly could. But whatever. This morning, I'm having half calf, but just a lot of coffee. Anyway. So look, thank you so much for all of your prayers and good wishes and whatever on my test. It went lovely yesterday. I was told that my heart is very photogenic and that my blood pressure is gorgeous. Now I'm thinking I really should have gotten a picture of my heart for all my social media. Although to me, it just looked like a jumbled mess on the screen. I was like, child, I do not know what I'm looking at. Why do you want me to sniff? Why do you want me to hold my breath? What they got to do with my heart? Child, I don't know. I just sat there. Then they had me running on a treadmill with no foundation garments. It was a situation. I was like, oh gosh, my lady humps was like, child, they was everywhere. It was just, Anyway, look, that's not what you're here to talk about. You're here to talk about true crime, and I am here to talk to you about true crime. Guess what happens today? Today is Thursday the 28th, and young Sidney Powell over there in Ohio, the bonked her mama in the head murder case, she gets sentenced today. Her sentence, her possibility is 15 to life. 15 to life. What do you think the judge is going to give her? I don't think that the judge is going to give her life. And here's why. The judge seemed to have a lot of compassion for her, mental health situation. And it's her first time committing a crime, although she did kill her mom in a violent fashion. But the jury was like, yes, it's sad what happened. But the fact that she tried so hard to cover it up was all a proof that she was not, non compos mentis. So I think, and plus she has a lot of family support. And the family is going to appeal this sentence from now till whenever. So I suspect that that she's going to get 15, 16, something like that. I think she's going to get on the lower end. It'll be interesting to hear what the state asks for. I don't think the state is going to ask for life. Sydney's family certainly is not going to want life. And word on the street is that the family is working with the district attorney to see what they can do on a sentence recommendation. So that, look, I will keep both eyes very, very peeled on that case to see what's going on. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And will Sydney go to the prison nervous hospital? Will she just go to Gen Pop? What's going to happen? I would suspect that most prison systems have a mental health wing or ward or whatever for prisoners. And I think that's probably the best place for Sydney. Bless her heart. I believe that she knew what she was doing when she killed her mama, but I also believe that she has profound mental health challenges. So hopefully they can get that all straightened out and they can get her nice and level so she's not over there in the prison bonking people on the head. Unlike that, what was her name? Taylor Shabusiness. There's an excellent chance that she's going to be over there unaliving and harming people during the entire pendency of her prison sentence, which is the rest of her life. Prisoners, y'all ain't safe. Even if you over there in the nervous hospital prison, y'all not going to be safe because that girl has profoundly damaged her brain. And so, But young Sydney, child, you could take a class, you could teach a class, you could do some good things with yourself. Go on, take your medicines or whatever. You'll be out before you know it. In 15 years. Probably more like 10. What is she, 23? She'll be out when she's 30. She gonna be fine. Yes, you're not gonna have your mama when you get out, but your grandma probably still be alive. Girl, you gonna be fine. Now, would I want to do 10 years in prison? Absolutely not. I would not want to do 10 minutes in prison, but we not talk about me. I ain't bumped nobody on the head and then stabbed them 30-something times in the neck. So you got to do what you got to do, girl, and I got to do what I got to do. In other news, now, y'all know this Murdaugh movie is coming out on Lifetime, and I am going to be perched. I'm going to be sitting here just like this, watching every minute of it. Our Southern friends, though, have some complaints about this upcoming movie that are fascinating to me. Apparently, in the preview, the Southern accents are bad. And you know what I say to that? They are? They just sound like Southern accents to me. Child, the Southern people are losing their mind. That is not a Southern accent. He sounds like he's from this Southern place and not that Southern place. These Hollywood Southern actors never sound Southern. Somebody said that the people in Steel Magnolias didn't sound Southern. Sounds Southern to me. I don't know. Honestly, like, y'all can watch and cringe. I'm just gonna watch. Because to me, the accent is completely beside the point. When I hear people do like a Minnesota accent, I'm like, seems right. Canada, all that seems right. New York accent, I'm like, okay, sure. I don't know. I mean, as long as it's close enough. Close enough. Now, the accent, the New York accent that you hear in movies is always Brooklyn, in my opinion, and not all New York accents are Brooklyn. But if you're not from here, a New York accent sounds like a New York accent. So I'm like, okay, I get it, but like, what do I care? So Southerners, calm down. Y'all know y'all watching. Y'all know y'all gonna watch and cringe and be mad and have every single thing to say about the movie while you're still watching. The rest of us, we're gonna be like, Southern enough. What really happened behind the scenes? Because all of us are nosy. That's why we care about this case. People want to act like, I would never gossip and I am not nosy and I mind my own business. Okay, sure you do. That's why you like true crime. You want to know what's happening up in somebody's house, just like I want to know what's happening up in somebody's house. So, you could deny your nosiness. I'm not denying my nosiness. I'm very out with my nosiness, loud and proud. Speaking of nosy, so look, Dr. Kenny Kinsey inspired me the other day. He said something about he's making challenge coins. And I was like, oh, I love a challenge coin. Okay, first I had to Google what a challenge coin was. And then I was like, oh, I have a bunch of those from all different things. And I was like, I'm going to make me a challenge coin. Only I'm not sure what to put on it. Clearly a crown. Maybe I just need like, what are those things called? A crest. Like you have a family crest. And I can have like chattering lips and a crown and a stoop for gossiping. Child, I don't know. So help me design my challenge coin. And then once I figure out what goes on it, then I will get them all made up because I've made them for different organizations I've been a part of. So what should go on the gossip challenge coin? It's something to think about. And also then maybe I'll make them free in my merch store. I mean, no, not free in my merch store. Maybe I'll give them away to members. I think that's what I'm going to do. Once you become a member, then you'll get yourself, a gossip challenge coin. But I got to figure out what's going to go on. So help a sister out. Lastly, but certainly not least, Suzanne Morphew has been found. Can you believe this? Suzanne, girl, you've been missing a long time. Welcome back. I mean, she's not alive. So welcome back to your remains, your bones, your whatever. So look, in case you do not recall, Barry Morphew, her husband, was accused of her murder. And the state thought they had all the evidence and they were about to take him to court. And then weeks before probably, the case was going to go to court. The judge threw out some of the experts and they were like, okay, we're just going to have to wait till we find her body. And so now they found her body. What is going to happen now? I am dying to know. This is the case, because I was like, I know that name, but I'm not sure exactly what happened. This is the case where the woman and her husband were fighting. Also, she was having an affair. So it's a question of, did her husband unalive her? Did the affair person unalive her? Did she just run off into the sunset? Who knows? And then I remember this case because the husband took the bike and threw it over a hill, or the bike got thrown over a hill. And then when he was like, she's missing, and they found her bike, and he was like, oh, did a mountain lion get her? Sir, why didn't you just say a Bigfoot? Like, really? A mountain lion? That don't seem like a thing. But maybe they have just mountain lions out here just roaming the streets of Colorado. I don't know how Colorado works. I have been there, and it is quite beautiful, but I did not see any mountain lions when I was there. I saw some lovely mountains, and I saw some, 7 falls, beautiful waterfalls and stuff. Mountain lions, dude, do better. But they found her body far away from where she lives. So why was her bike right here? Sir, did she just happen to go missing and you just threw her bike over there? Her bike fell down. She rode her bike and dropped it, and then somebody took her. Make it make sense. I don't know what's going on. And then also Crystal Rogers' body has been found. Why are all these missing people turning up? Does it have something to do with like Mercury in retrograde, or like the environment, or I don't know what? I don't know what makes missing people reappear, but missing people have been reappearing. So, okay, stay with me on this. you know how they said, like, if you don't recycle and stop using fossil fuels, then everything on the planet is going to get like much worse and whatever. And so they were like, some of the things that could happen is sea levels are going to rise, and there's going to be pandemics, and illnesses are going to be like, we're going to see illnesses that we never saw before, and like old diseases could come back. Are old bodies coming back too? Is that? I'm just curious. Is climate change responsible for dead people reappearing? Now that I think about it, unless erosion causes the bodies to pop back up, then this is a really dumb idea. Okay, never mind. Okay, so wait, today's episode is brought to, wait. Verdict watch. Look, see, this is what happens when I'm doing this without my glasses, just doing it off the top of my head. We are on verdict watch for 2 cases. Child, one of my favorite cases that is in their 4th trial. They've had so many retrials. The paint case, the case where the 2 spouses, 2 lesbian ladies were married, and they had a domestic violence situation, and there was back and forth. And then finally, one of the wives gets unalived, possibly by her wife. I think the wife killed her, but whatever. Rintala, because that attorney is from New Hampshire, Massachusetts, whatever. I love this the way she said, Rintala. Yes, that's a terrible accent, but if you're not from Massachusetts or wherever they're from, you're probably like, yeah, close enough. Because that's what I'm thinking, close enough. Anyway, Rintala, we're on verdict watch in that case. This is the 4th trial. Will they have another hung jury? Will Rintala be found guilty? I think she is. I mean, frankly, I think she did it. Partially from the evidence that was shown in court. The biggest piece of evidence was her interview. She was very Alex Murdaugh after that case. And very, Thami, who was over there, who unalived his wife, shooting her there in the hallway. Girl, you should have exercised your right to remain silent, because on those police videos, she was like, oh, my wife is dead. I loved her so much. And then she would say 12 bad things about her wife. Ma'am, they have not even picked her up off the basement floor. She's still down there with wet paint all over her. We're not supposed to call it fresh paint, so we're not going to call it fresh paint. But to me, it is very clear what happened. You got in an argument with your wife. You were real upset. And yes, you were mild-mannered, but anybody could be guilty of murder if pushed far enough, I guess. If something happened to one of my children, if somebody did something to one of my children, child, I could not be responsible for my actions, because you in trouble, boo. If you mess with my babies, my dogs, my money, my husband, anything that's mine, you mess with it, you're going to have a real big problem with me. Here I am saying too much. Listen, if anything happens, all these videos going to be exhibit number 1, and I'm just going to have to go with it. I'm going to be like, yep. I have already said heat of passion, but I was specific about the circumstances. You come messing over here with I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to stand my ground right on top of your face. You come over here, you're going to find out. Anyway, so Rintala is on trial for the 4th time. Twice they had a hung jury. The 3rd time they convicted her, and then it was thrown out because somebody in the court said that the paint was fresh instead of the paint was wet, whatever. Fresh gate, I guess. I don't know. But Rintala is back on trial again with, in my opinion, a mountain of evidence against her. So we will see if her lawyer was up there lawyering her behind off. If you commit a crime in Massachusetts, you want that lady. Or New Hampshire, or Rhode Island, or wherever she's from. She's New England. If you commit a crime, you want that lady. I love seeing some good lawyering. Now, I think she's going to lose this case, but maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Now, we're on verdict watch on that one. We're going to see what happens. And then also on the Amy Hardwick case, that Amy Hardwick is the lady who used to be engaged, I believe, or married. No, engaged to Drew I don't know, that Drew dude who does The Price is Right. She was engaged to him, but that is not the sum of who she was. She was a doctor. She was a therapist, and she counseled like sex workers or former sex workers or whatever. She was doing good things with her life, and her crazy behind ex-boyfriend from 9-10 years ago. Boo-boo, how are you still obsessed 9-10 years later? Listen, let me be abundantly clear. I want all of my exes to be obsessed with me. I want them to be like, oh, we missed that big mouth broad. See the altar here I built in my house to her? She was so wonderful and delightful, and she could cook and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I want them to talk about my beautiful skin and my naturally arched eyebrows and my bad attitude and my overuse of coffee and my getting up early in the morning. I want them to talk about it and think about all of it. What I don't want them to do is stalk and unalive me, because that is not appealing to me. Because, you know, these dudes who are like, if I can't have you, nobody will. No, sir. No. Too far. You know how I frequently say things that are too far and too much? So you gotta either I have you or nobody. No. Just sit out there and admire me from afar while not really actually stalking me. You know what I'm saying? Keep a picture of me, but like, not a picture that you took in a long lens from outside my house when I'm inside my house. Okay, maybe don't admire me that hard. Just think about me. I compare all your girlfriends and wives or whatever after me to, compare all of the exes, all your future spouses to me. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, actually breaking in here. See also me standing my ground right on your face if you come up in here. And I have a child who's excellent with guns. Excellent. We got a lot of, we are peace-loving, pacifist liberals. But you gonna F around and find out. You can bring yourself over here, so govern yourself accordingly. That's all I got to say to you. Anyway, so this dude, Gareth Pursehouse, whatever, clearly stalked and unalived this poor woman, and then was on the jail phone calls bragging about it and laughing about it. Sir, you are a degenerate human being. The jury is still out on that case. Why it has taken them more than 35 seconds to convict his behind, I will never know. But it was a very long case with a lot of evidence, whatever. I suspect that he's going to be found guilty. I suspect he's going to get LWOPs. As well he should. They're not going to give him a life sentence. He has earned himself a life sentence. And as far as I can tell, he worked hard to get it. So, boo-boo, your hard work got about to all pay off. Maybe you'll be a celebrity in prison. But Drew, what's his name, whose name I cannot even remember, was not big enough for you to be any kind of celebrity unaliver. You just some piece of crap dude over there who unalived a poor woman for no good reason except for your own crazy. And I hope they don't put him in the prison nervous hospital. I hope they put you behind in Gen Pop and somebody befriends you who you don't want to be friends with, and they won't leave you alone. How about that? Because I can't be wishing ill on people. You know, I got to keep my karma good and clean. You know, I'm already a heathen. I can't be out here doing extra sins. My regular sins are enough. I'm trying to stay in the leafy green suburbs of hell, not like the mean streets, the inner city. Leafy green suburbs. You know, I was at the hospital yesterday, right? And they checking you in and they asking you all these questions. What about this and what about that? And who's your primary care doctor and religion? I said, none. I'm a heathen. You know, listen, I'm very out with my heathenness. Wait, is my family watching this? They don't know I'm a heathen. But if they spent any time with me at all, they probably suspect. Anyway, the lady at the hospital laughed. I was like, girl, I'm serious. Yeah, I'm a heathen. Long time. Devout. I stay home on Sundays. I don't go to Wednesday night Bible study. Don't tell my mama. I don't. Although she might suspect because she has spoken with me. And she's like, I'm sorry, what did you say, baby? And I'm like, oh, yeah, right. Forgot I was talking to my mama. I should edit more. You know, editing is not my strong suit. Not on the YouTubes, not in my real life, certainly not my mouth. I could say less in a lot of situations. I don't, but actually, the things that I don't, people are like, oh, you just talk so freely. And I think to myself, you should hear the things I think and don't say, because it's a whole lot of things I think and don't say, and that's probably in everybody's best interest. So, okay, look, this episode of Rise in True Crime, that's what I'm calling my morning gossip, although I keep forgetting to say it, is brought to you by our true crime friends, Purple Irish Sweater. What that mean, Purple Irish Sweater? Purple Irish Sweater. I just write these down. I don't really pay attention to them. Then I'm like, a purple Irish, what is an Irish sweater? Does she mean Irish setter, like the dog? Can dogs be purple? Okay, what? Look, I've gone far afield. And Juan, love it. Hey, Juan girl, how you doing? Okay, so look, These fine, lovely ladies are members of our of this YouTube channel, child. This mess I call a YouTube channel. Yes, we have membership. So look, you know, with the subscribe button, you already clicked like on this video, right? You didn't click like? You know you're supposed to click like on all the videos. So you're supposed to like and then subscribe. And then after you click subscribe, at least on the iPhone, the subscribe button becomes a join button. And then you can click join and decide what level of membership is right for you. And then you get to see more of this madness. Also, I'm going to send you a challenge coin as soon as I figure out what is on them. Okay. So I think that's all the gossip we have for today. Although today at lunchtime True Crime, it is the final day of Murdaugh Week, where I break down the Netflix series of the Alex Murdaugh debacle. Murdaugh, a Southern scandal. That's what I like to call it. I mean, that's what it's actually called, but the emphasis is mine. And then after Alex Murdaugh, we go to Deadly Dentist Week. These dentists? Okay, look. Based on the behavior of some of these dentists, you might never want to get your teeth cleaned again. But I'm saying you should just find the dentists that are not deadly, although you might not know. But assume your dentist has not unalived anybody, because I suspect that most of them have not. Although the ones that did unalive people were real stupid in their unaliving. Although some dentists did not unalive anybody and they got unalived. But tomorrow and all next week, we will be talking about those deadly dentists. It's going to be so exciting. For some reason, I'm thrilled by the deadly dentist. What does that say about me? Am I a bad person? Possibly. Maybe not a bad person, just like your run-of-the-mill heathen. Okay. All right, y'all. You have a fantastic day, and I will see you for Lunchtime True Crime. Bye-bye.